I have such wonderful memories of Giorgio Faletti. We became very good friends, and I was so moved when we sat down and had an aperitivo together, and he said, "You know, Jeffrey, I helped inspire him to begin to write." I'd like to introduce you all to my new book, The Hangman's Waltz from Rizzoli. It is my first book set in Italy. Lincoln Rhyme and Amelia Sachs from the Bone Collector series come to Naples and track down an American serial killer, but they get involved in a lot more than that. The Hangman's Waltz is the 13th of my Lincoln Rhyme books, which you folks may know began with The Bone Collector. Lincoln Rhyme and Amelia, his associate, are in New York City, where a very, very evil serial killer has decided to pick his victims and appear to hang them, but to give the police enough warning so that if they're smart enough, they can track this fellow down and save the victim. The villain, whose name is the composer, or in Italian, il compositore, is so smart he escapes and comes to Italy, and Lincoln and Amelia are not ever going to let the villain get away, so they too come to Naples and enlist the aid of some of the local police. The book is a typical Jeffery Deaver Lincoln Rhyme novel. It has ups and downs, lots of surprises. Everything is not quite what it seems to be. 4 twist endings at the end of the book. And if I told you any more, you wouldn't want to go out and buy it. So I'm going to end my discussion right there. I want my readers to be afraid. I want my readers to think that they're in a little cafe in the Spanish Quarters or down by the egg, I call it the egg castle, the Castello d'Uovo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I want them to be thinking, oh, I'm relaxed and calm, but that fellow over there is looking at me. What is he looking at me for? He seems a little strange. Oh, he has an American accent. Is he the killer from Jeffery Deaver's book? So I set the story in places where I thought my readers would think, Jeffery Deaver has made me a little nervous now. It's interesting you make a comparison between Naples and New York, because I felt the same way, and that's why Lincoln Rhyme was so comfortable here. First of all, to be honest, both New York and Naples share a certain chaos. And I mean that in a good way, because the city is very lively. But I think too that Naples, like New York, is a place where people of many different cultures come together. And part of The Hangman's Waltz deals with the refugee crisis that you, the Italians, are suffering from, that I think has probably hit the southern part of Italy more than the north. I have such wonderful memories of Giorgio Faletti. He and I met many years ago. He presented me at a number of events, and I thought very humbly, why would such a wonderful, talented man be interested in my books and in me? And then I was so moved when we sat down and had an aperitivo together, and he said, you know, Jeffrey, I helped inspire him to begin to write. And I was so moved by that because his books were so good. We became very good friends, so we would stay in touch. And then, of course, sadly, we lost him a few years ago, very, very too young. Let me take this chance to say to you out there, I could not do this without you. Your love of books and reading makes my job possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Grazie mille.